Hosted by the Iowa Sports Foundation, the City of Ames, and Iowa State University, the Summer Iowa Games celebrated its 23rd annual event, full of fun, competition, and sportsmanship. Over 15,500 athletes competed in Iowa's Showcase Olympic-style amateur athletic event. After the conclusion of the Summer Games, the Iowa Sports Foundation selected its 2009 Marty McCone Athletes of the Year. Nate Sickerson, track and field standout from Ankeny, and master swimmer Cindy Hauber from Ames won the awards. The Iowa Sports Foundation is also pleased to announce Cindy Hauber was chosen National Athlete of the Year by the National Congress of State Games. Hauber has been an Iowa Games competitor for more than 20 years, with somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 Iowa Games medals to her credit. And she's back on the winning track despite suffering a ruptured brain aneurysm in 2000.
She was in world-class shape before that, and 2 months later she looked like a survivor of a prisoner of war camp. You know, the skin was hanging on her arms, all her muscles were gone, and she was shaved on one side and could barely walk a block. And a couple months later, she was cleared to go swimming.
At first I was really like crushed. How am I going to get to doing anything I love to do? And so as soon as I got the okay and my headaches were under control, we went over to Iowa State to the pool, and I got in, and it was so great, even though it was such a struggle, but just being in there was just like heaven.
She charted her own recovery and did well, and recovered from that, began, winning in the Iowa Games again, setting state records, and how many people can do all that?
Most people probably would have said, well, I'm retiring from swimming, I'm going to do something a lot less demanding physically. But she had that desire to not only get back in the pool, but to try to reach goals that she had set previous to her surgery, and she was able to do that. She's about serving other people, about caring about other people, and I think that's reflected in her participation in the games, that she's always there to assist in the swimming venue, not only as a volunteer on the medical side of things, but just if other people need cheering on or whatever. So she's just a good representative of what we define as a good athlete, and that's someone who really cares about other people, does their best, is very humble, and because of all that, she's been very successful.
To know that the country is thinking I'm pretty special, sometimes it's kind of embarrassing to think about it, but I hope I represent Iowa well, and that I get other people encouraged to try it.
The Summer Games officially kicked off with the Torch Run, which featured a new loop through the city of Ames and Iowa State University. Despite the cooler weather, athletes, spectators, and fans participated in the Iowa Games opening ceremony that included the parade of athletes, guest speaker Coach Kevin Jackson, and the Iowa Games mascot race that included mascots from U.S. Bank, Casey's, Ames Public Library, Iowa Army National Guard, Drake University, Iowa Cubs, Iowa Barnstormers, and Goldie, the Iowa Games Goldfinch. The honorary torchbearers were the 2008 Marty McCone Athletes of the Year, Heather Ezell and Ron Peterson. In its 11th year, the Brian Pearson Memorial Scholarship was awarded to outstanding high school juniors, Ann Hoover of Nevada and Tom Hosfield of Mount Ayr. These student athletes exemplify the spirit of good sportsmanship, character, and athletic achievement that the Iowa Games represent. The Winter Iowa Games, hosted by the Iowa Sports Foundation and the City of Dubuque, is held annually in late January and early February, also offering plenty of action. The 2009 Winter Games had over 3,500 participants take part in 17 sports in the host city, as well as Ackley, Cedar Rapids, DeWitt, Eldora, Harlan, and Perry. In addition to the summer and winter sports festivals, the Iowa Sports Foundation plays host to several special events, including Hoopin' at the Dome, a 3-on-3 basketball tournament near the State Capitol building in Des Moines, NetFest basketball and volleyball tournaments on the ISU campus, Fish Iowa Games, which is a school casting competition, and the Iowa Games Golf Classic. The chance to be the best athletes and individuals they can be.